This ranking is based on the play score, a standard rating that averages gamer reviews and critic reviews.
Opening our list of the best Android fighting games is Injustice 2. The biggest superhero brawl on the mobile gets its well-deserved sequel. Following a widespread success with their first title, NetherRealm Studios comes in to give us another polished fighting game worthy of their repertoire. With Injustice 2, they've definitely upped the ante to bring more of the same mobile-optimized battles in iconic DC locations. In the world of Injustice, good doesn't always triumph over evil. Put your comic book theories to the test as you watch Joker square off with Batman, Lex Luthor with Superman, or with their variety of heroes and villains from the vast DC universe. Mix and match the popular rivalries as you see fit. With one of the best fighting mechanics on the mobile, every fight is intuitive and competitive. Use a flurry of taps and swipes to take down your opponents each and every time without any of that plot-based armor. Upgrade your heroes by collecting new gear, earning more stars, and climbing the ranks in online play. It has a play score of 8.01. Number 9 is WWE Immortals. From the superheroes of the DC Universe to the superpowered superstars of the World Wrestling Entertainment, NetherRealm Studios, with some help from Phosphor Game Studios, turned WWE professional wrestlers into powerful heroes of a dark fantasy world. Witness their gimmicks become digital reality with The Undertaker's undead conversion, Big Show's barbarian build, and John Cena's spandex suit, and a whole lot more. It's a wrestling fight like never before. In the supernatural world of Immortals, their signature moves become all-new superpowers rendered with their remarkable 3D graphics. Gather a team of powerful fighters and turn into their best superhero selves, ready to decimate the colossal 3 vs 3 competition. Pick from a massive lineup of wrestlers, from the classic heavyweights to the dashing divas, all in their over-the-top garb. Level up your heroes, engage in enjoyable tapping action, and compete with players around the world in their online battles. With their detailed character designs and creative concepts, it receives a play score of 8.06. Number 8 is Real Steel World Robot Boxing. There's nothing like the satisfying metal clinks of robot fights. Whether they're the gigantic brawls of the Transformers universe or the medium-sized duels of Real Steel World Boxing. Following the moderate success of 2011's outrageous Real Steel film starring Hugh Jackman, Reliance Entertainment struck gold with its robot boxing franchise. Take the winning belt with the game's Metal Titans and serve up a different kind of metal meal with jabs, uppercuts, and special moves to short-circuit the robot rivalry. Take the legends to the stage and turn them into the championship-winning fan favorites they deserve to be. Other than the traditional career mode, Real Steel Boxing also has a multiplayer mode for you to compete with friends over Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Conquer 11 different arenas and experience the glory of the blockbuster movie firsthand. Packed with knockout punches and the determination to win, it receives a play score of 8.1. Number 7 is EA Sports UFC. Released in 2015, this mobile adaptation of EA Sports MMA Fighter is as good as it gets. Step into the UFC's iconic octagon and immerse yourself in the thrill of the action. All your favorite superstars have been rounded up for this grand battle for supremacy. From Ronda Rousey, Conor McGregor, Chuck Liddell, and so much more. Collect your favorite fighters and watch them duke it out on stage with the game's jaw-dropping visuals. Take your pick from over 70 different superstars in 4 different divisions and use their varying techniques to make it up the UFC ladder. Start your journey to the top by training your fighters and honing their skills through every bloody match. While the game is free, it also has quite a number of in-app purchases that's expected in every Electronic Arts game. But if money is no object, then EA Sports UFC is easily one of the best MMA games on the market. It has a play score of 8.11. Number 6 is Mortal Kombat X. The fatality continues with NetherRealm Studios' sequel to the rebooted Mortal Kombat game. Now, with its release on the mobile, you can embrace the thrill of gory kills and brutal decapitations anywhere you go. A fusion of fighting and card collecting create the ultimate Mortal Kombat team and test their skills in the most merciless tournament the world has ever seen. As far removed as it is from the straightforward battles of the original, this Android version still boasts stunning visuals to deliver the satisfaction of each X-ray and fatality. Get a hold of their massive roster of your favorite characters like Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Johnny Cage, and more. Or meet a handful of exciting new additions in Devora, Cassie Cage, and Kotal Khan. The fun continues with their continual updates, including characters like the mobile exclusive Freddy Krueger, Jade, Baraka, and the most recent Takeda. Perform those gory finishers whenever, wherever. It has a play score of 8.15. Number 5 is Punch Club. If you want to live out a tale of vengeance and redemption that's worthy of a classic 80s flick, then this sports management simulation is right up your alley. Complete with the trademark arcade aesthetics of video game vintages, it does a great job of steering out our nostalgic senses while giving out a rewarding boxing experience. Avenge the death of your father, join the boxing league, and discover the identity of your dad's killer. Despite the simplistic plot, it's as detailed as it can be, letting you customize strength, agility, and stamina, all while maintaining other lesser attributes and searching for your dad. Bask in the colorfully detailed world and enjoy the sweet pop references sprinkled in every location. Already released on Steam, this Android port gives you the exact same game for a fraction of the price, with the added bonus of portability. While some may have criticized its poor optimization, it's still a knockout success. It receives a play score of 8.19. Number 4 is the King of Fighters 98. Before they made the unfaithful switch to the third dimension, this was the definitive King of Fighters game. Originally released on the Neo Geo console in 1998, it was highly praised as one of the most balanced fighters of its generations, improving on the mechanics of the previous KOF titles. And now, SNK brings the iconic fights to the new generation with this Android port. Enter their beautiful arenas and relive your childhood memories with their pixel-perfect art style. Choose from their roster of 38 quintessential heroes, including Iori, Shingo Yabuki, Rugal Bernstein, and the American sports team. Make use of the top-notch balance and the different button configurations to take mobile fighting to the next level and recreate the epic fights of the 90s. Explore 2 different game modes with Extra Mode and Advanced Mode, and challenge your friends with their Bluetooth multiplayer mode. The Dream Matches are back, and it receives a play score of 8.28. Number 3 is Transformers: Forged to Fight. With the release of their latest Transformers movie, Hasbro Entertainment dishes out their big robotic guns on the Android. Follow the Autobots, Decepticons, Predacons, and Maximals in an interplanetary battle that decides the future of Cybertron. Similar to Warner Bros. Injustice 2 and Arkham Origins, it's a fighting game where players use their fingers to swipe, tap, and flick the screen to defeat their opponent. Unleash your powerful special attacks and roll out to deal devastating damage. Choose from a wide variety of iconic Transformers such as Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Starscream, Megatron, and more in a fight for the future. This is the biggest Transformers mobile game that caters to all the characters from their universe. It's a battle for power as you defend your base, upgrade bots, and raid other players around its spectacular world. Team up with your friends and forge alliances to eliminate the robotic threats. It has a play score of 8.36. Number 2 is Garou: Mark of the Wolves. Another Neo Geo game from SNK makes it into our list, and this time it's the 1999 classic from the Fatal Fury series. The 8th installment of the franchise, it was considered one of the most graphically advanced titles for its time with their colorful roster and vivid stages. Journey along with Rock Howard, Terry Bogard, and the rest of the gang as they take their chances in another grueling tournament. Take advantage of a renewed top system that's set anywhere on your life bar to gain access to unique and powerful attacks, or use the Just Defend system to block attacks and recover a few health points. Just like the original, this faithful port also retains the classic game modes, letting you train your moves in practice mode and fight till your last breath in survival mode. Bask in SNK's trademark pixel landscapes and take a trip through time with this amazing port. It has a play score of 8.36. Here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. Real Boxing 2: Creed. Take on the shoes of the legendary Rocky Balboa and recreate his fight for glory in this modern adaptation. Develop your strength, stamina, and endurance as you prepare to face off against his challenging opponents. It has a play score of 7.95. Skullgirls. Conceptualized in their college days, Lab Zero gave the world a fighting game to remember. This 2D fighter marries engaging art style and intuitive controls that's friendly and competitive. It's the best of both worlds, and it has a play score of 7.84. Gods of Rome. Step into the ancient sandals of Rome and Greece's powerful gods in Gameloft's epic fighting game. Restore the peace of the heavens and unite 45 celestial beings in a battle against a dark demon. It has a play score of 7.83. Power Rangers Legacy Wars. It was Mighty Morphin time for Saban, Lionsgate, and Enway, who teamed up to create a fighting game worthy of the Power Rangers fans. Form teams with your favorite Rangers and outsmart the evil Rita Repulsa. It has a play score of 7.81. Marvel Contest of Champions. With Marvel's collection of comic book heroes, it's about time for some heroic duels. Collect your favorite Marvel heroes and villains and pit them against the towering bosses of their universe. It has a play score of 7.78. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below. And the number 1 Android fighting game is Shadow Fight 2. While it's a far cry from the graphical quality of the 3D fighters, Neki's excellently crafted 2D fighting game definitely deserves its spot on this list. A mix of RPG and fighting, take on the shadow form, and make use of the game's varying martial arts techniques. Despite their use of a limiting art style, the Shadow Fight series has been lauded by many as one of the best fighting animations yet. Fluid and absolutely lifelike, each and every duel feels satisfying and rewarding. Take control of the action with the use of their intuitive controls. An improvement over the original, their new interface is optimized for the touchscreen, allowing players to perform devastating attacks and spells with a simplified virtual touchpad. Equip your fighter with swords, nunchucks, and a variety of armors to customize the epic adventure. Traverse through their 6 worlds and navigate through its compelling storyline. The perfect balance of art, story, and gameplay loaded into one pocket-sized video game. It has a play score of 8.53.